All right, here we go. I had to make another one. All right, so we outside City Hall, as you can see, where we've been at. And as you can see, it's a multitudes of people in there. More than usual is inside of here. And why you asking yourself? Well, let me tell you why. Let me answer your question for you. Because the old alderman who didn't do nothing while police terrorized people in this city, that didn't do nothing while mass incarceration destroyed people in this city, that stood idly by, quietly, while people had their constitutional and human rights violated last summer. Those old aldermen, they going out and they bringing in a new set of aldermen who, while they was running, was quiet about the Rockford police terrorism issues, who after they got elected didn't say much or nothing at all about Faustin Guaitigo being murdered, about Jose Gonzalez Jr. being shot while he was running away. They are now coming in, and so everybody is dressed to the T. Everybody got they got their nice clothes on. They got the whole areas full. No COVID restrictions. All COVID restrictions is off for this celebration. And you see these many people down here. It's even more people upstairs celebrating. And so we had some music playing. The speaker died, unfortunately. So while the speaker is charging, my voice is loud enough. We just gonna let all of these folks that's in here to celebrate people being voted in as aldermen and new aldermen coming in and old aldermen coming out. We just want to remind them that we ain't forgot about these police shooting people in the streets. We ain't forgot about these police shooting people in the streets. I know the people inside this building is state law enforcement. This building that had all of these racist issues. So we just letting you know what they do about Jose Gonzalez being shot down in the streets. The people inside this building, the ones who've been actively weaponizing the police to come down here at 5 in the morning and tear down memorials of people that's been killed by the police. So I'm just wondering, where was these people at the next days after these memorials got torn down? Where was they at then? Where was they at on those days? Where was they at then? Where was they at then? Huh? Why wasn't you political then? They political. This is a political action that they in here taking. Everybody that's in here, they are engaged in a political action. They are engaged in a political action. So where was those politics April 11th after Jose Gonzalez Jr. got shot running away from the police? Where was their politics at then? Huh? In there with them racist ass white folks. In there with them racist ass white folks. In there with them racist white folks. What y'all teaching them babies about this racism, about these dirty police? Huh? Black folks, y'all supposed to be black elders. Black elders. Harriet Tubman rolling over in her damn grave. Rosa Parks rolling over in her damn grave. Black woman. Huh? These supposed to be elders. Black elders. These black elders in that building, huh? That's why we at where we at as a community. Them black elders in that building. That's their political action in 2021. That's their political action. People that a black immigrant murdered, shot down in the streets. This their political action though. This their political action though. And that's why we here. Don't question it for a second. I ain't here to tell nobody nothing that they like. I don't give a damn about telling nobody nothing that they like. We in this boat because there's too many black elders who are completely tied to the system and tied to these institutions, and they don't care about liberation for younger black folks. They care about their status and they standing in the community as older black folks. They not getting out and being active when these young black men being shot down in the streets and then criminalized and stigmatized and dehumanized. They quiet then. They quiet then. They quiet then. But when it's time to go cast a vote or cast a ballot, they talking about vote. That's their political action. They gonna vote, then clap for somebody once they get elected, then they ain't gonna do nothing else. That's their political action. So just like the racist white folks that I'm sure that is inside this building, just like the racist mayor, just like the Uncle Tom police officers and the Uncle Tom politicians, the same got to be said for the elders who have engaged in the betrayal of the younger generation of black folks by instead of trying to destroy and create a new system which is built on equity and equality, is too busy trying to capitulate to the old system so they can have some type of tokenism in their last waning years. Huh? This your political action? This your political action? Huh? Black elders. They out here murdering black folks in the streets, shooting down brown folks in the streets. Your political action is celebrate somebody being elected alderman. That's your political action. That's your political action. These the ones telling young black folks to be police officers, trying to get them to sell out to these systems. Everybody gotta be reckoned with. This your political action? That's what you teaching them black babies? That's what you teach them little black babies? Vote, be quiet, celebrate, be quiet. Again, so there ain't nothing mistaken. At least 6, 7 times outside this exact same building that ain't hard to find, these police officers that came down here and tore down memorials of black and brown folks that done been murdered in the streets, coming with 15, 16 plus police officers. I want to know how many of these people came into this building and filed complaints or called this mayor or took some type of political action once that happened. But they taking the political action to celebrate people being elected aldermen who did not campaign or have any platform about ending police terrorism, about the people who live in their wards, or they here to celebrate outgoing aldermen who, while they was aldermen, was quiet and capitulated to a system that lynched black and brown people in the streets at disproportionate rates. And that's their political action. That's the political action that they taking. That's what they got dressed up for. Ain't no peace in Rockford till they stop shooting folks down in the streets. Uncomfortable for everybody. And they know. Don't let these Negroes act like they don't know. Don't let them act like they don't know. They know. If they know when they voting, when the aldermen come in and come out, they know when these people getting shot down in the streets. They just quiet though. They just quiet though. They just quiet though. They just quiet though. In there with them racist ass white folks. In there with them racist ass white folks. This is Rockford. This why we at where we at. How many of these people showed up or made some type of political action when Jose Gonzalez Jr. got shot down in the streets by these racist Ku Klux cops? How many of these people in there made some type of political action after Faustin Guaitigo was lynched inside his home by them Ku Klux cops? How many of these people made a political action after Denzel Duvant was beat half to death by these racist Ku Klux cops? How many of these folks inside this building made a political action after Tyrus Jones was shot in the back like a dog in the streets? How many of them showed up then? But they showing up for this puppet show. In there with them racist ass white folks. We outside.